Shalom. All praises to the Most High. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Jemus who are well. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, this video is edifying. Start with Revelation 2:9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. So I bring out the scripture to say this because we're poor in this world, but we're rich, in spiritual wisdom. We understand the scriptures. We understand the latter end of this world. We understand this isn't our world because nothing here is really set up to last, and to accentuate that, let's look into planned obsolescence. It's a policy of producing consumer goods that rapidly become obsolete and so require replacing, achieved by frequent changes in design, termination of the supply of spare parts, and the use of non-durable materials. So you can see, for example, these cars that we have now, before they were made out of metal, they were built to last. Now they're made out of plastic. They don't last very long. You have a Mercedes, for example, and I know a couple of Jakes who have Mercedes. After a certain age, you always have to have it in the shop. Jake don't want to buy things like a Honda or a Toyota. These Japanese brands tend to last longer, especially once you've changed a few stuff on it. But Jake want to have the BMW and the Mercedes. And what Mercedes has actually done, I was watching a video on it the other day. What they did is they actually lowered the cost of building their cars to allow the middle class to now be able to finance and get these vehicles. So they basically planned to take advantage of the middle class by selling them lower quality goods. It was pretty much a marketing scheme, and BMW is pretty much followed suit. So these people make you a spoil pretty much, and a lot of it is planned at Jake because Jake wants to be a baller, but you can't afford it, and you get all of this stuff which doesn't even really last because it's not planned to last. This is why you get a mobile phone, you get the iPhone 13. There's gonna be a new iPhone 14 this year. Next year there's gonna be the iPhone 15. These people are demons, and I was watching Yasharala Milwaukee, and I think they're removed from GMS, but sometimes you get some good stuff there. And he was talking about the richest man in Jamaica, and I started looking this up. This guy is he's a friggin' Jew, man, in Jamaica. He's the richest guy in Jamaica. This is Joseph N. Matalon. He's worth 3.6 billion, right? This guy, Michael Lee Chin, and he looks like a damn a Moabite. He's probably a Moabite, might be an Ammonite, probably a Moabite. His dad's probably a Moabite. His mom's probably a Jake. 1.8 bill. Jamaica. This is Blossom old meat. You have to come down to the top three, right? The third position to find a Jake lady there, and who knows where her family goes back to, But even then, she's at number three, And then four again, Wayne Chen, probably a Moabite or Ammonite. This is in Jamaica. He's worth 1 billion. And then Paula K. Jarrett, 1 billion. He looked like a full blooded Edomite, man. This is in Jamaica, a so-called Negro country, right? And it's only until you get to number 7 you get Usain Bolt with his little 90 million. It's more than I have, but compared to these guys who are worth 3.6 billion and 1 billion and all of this stuff, I mean, he don't really have that much money. And this is where Jake comes into it. Like, you're the 7th richest in your own country. How does that make sense, right? How does that make sense? This is Deuteronomy 28:48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. So Jake is pretty much destroyed in his own country. If we look at the USA, for example, I know this doesn't have the best picture quality. Number 1 is Bill Gates, Edomite. Warren Buffett, number 2, Edomite. Now, we know that you have these bankers who are not even on the list, but just for argument's sakes. Number 3, Larry Ellison, Edomite, 4, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Edomite. You go all down the list. I don't see not one Jake. Not one Jake. 29 Ancox Chambers, Rupert Murdoch and family. There's not one Jake on the list. 11.4 billion. You know, you go to Jamaica, the richest guy is a so-called JOO, and he's worth 3.6 billion. You know, Bill Gates is worth 72 bill, man. 72 billion, right? And where's that damn devil, Jeff Bezos? Jeff Bezos is at number 12. I don't know how recent this list is. Let's go all the way down. I don't see not one Jake here. In Jamaica, the richest person there was a damn Edomite, an Amalekite. There's not one Jake here. I'm in the 60s, 70s. I'm going all the way down the list, man. Not one Jake. In a society that Jake built. You know, the blood, sweat, and tears of the Israelites was used to build America. You know, Issachar, you know, the Northern Kingdom, the Southern Kingdom, worked them both to the bone. And there's not one of them in a top damn 80, top 100 richest people in the USA. Not one Jake. Not one damn Jake. Right? And this is from the country where I'm from. This is Ghana, right? This is Charles Ampofo. He's worth 1.46 billion. He's meant to be the richest person in there, quote unquote, right? And the second richest person is Ernesto Tarraco, and he's worth 1.3 billion. You know, and he's an Italian that traveled from Italy to Ghana, and I think he's in real estate and other business. I think textiles and stuff like that. But a lot of these Jake are in textiles and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Which is materials to make clothing. Excuse me, Salakia. But a lot of them have this money because they're pretty much they're linked up with the JOOs and other Edomites, wheat flour production. Where do you think they're selling that wheat flour to? Processing. Who do you think they're selling that cocoa to? Probably Cadbury's or something like that. You know what I mean? Nestle, Moto Imports. You know what I mean? So they're working with Edomites, banking and political career. Who owns the banking infrastructure in Ghana? I tell you what, he ain't no Jake. He ain't no nigga that look like him. So even the Jakes, for them to be successful, they need to link up with Edomites, right? Salakia. In their own damn homeland, which is a damn shame because these people pretty much come there for stuff like this. Lithium, which the chemical element of atom number 3, a soft silver white metal, is the lightest of all the alkaline metals. Lithium carbonate or another lithium salt used as a mood stabilizing drug. So they use it in I suppose they dilute it to make a mood stabilizing drug, but primarily is used for batteries. And yeah, there it is. The most important use of lithium is in rechargeable batteries for mobile phones, laptops, digital cameras, and electric vehicles. Lithium is also used in some non-rechargeable batteries for things like heart pacemakers, toys, and clocks. Heart pacemakers. See, what they do is they make Jake, the tail Jake is perfectly healthy to eat pork and prawn, and then when you fuck up your heart, these people will go to your country, mine lithium, and then sell it back to you in the form of a pacemaker. And you know, they'll bug you out in their completely bugged out society, and they'll go to your country, get some lithium carbonate, and use it as a mood stabilizing drug after saying you're bugged out your mind, after they bugged you out your mind. You know, so yeah, he's so slick, man. This is Jeremiah 30:16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Now, any Jake that's not in a mood for wanting revenge over what these people have done to us, I mean, you don't even belong on the sidelines, man. Just go jump off a cliff somewhere, because I don't understand how you can see these people basically exploit you and you see no problem with it. You know, you look at the richest people in the UK. This is a Shri. I don't know if he's Sri Lankan. Shri and Gopi Induji, industry and finance. So industry and finance is basically to do with a bank. So you know they're locked in with them big Edomites. 11.9 bill, right? And this is Alisha Osmanov, mining and investment. I don't know what he's mining. in Russia. You know that there's quite a few stuff in Russia, to be fair, but you know, things like lithium and cobalt. Cobalt is short for columbite, tantalite, a dull metal ore. When refined, cobalt becomes a heat-resistant powder, metallic tantalum, which has unique properties for storing electrical charge. Coltan occurs in granite, peg pegmatites pockets where the deep-seated molten rock crystallized last. And what country is rich in cobalt, right? The Democratic Republic of Congo. Now you understand one of the reasons why there's always war there, right? And it says coltan is used primarily for the production of tantalum capacitors used in mobile phones and almost every kind of electronic device. So this is big bucks. We're talking Samsung, Sony, Panasonic, you know, damn near all the car manufacturers, because they use electronic devices, and most of these cars are electronic at this point. But again, let's keep going down the list. You know, he's a Edomite. He looks like a Elamite. Richest people in Britain. Len Black, he sounds Russian. Music and media. What's music and media? Jake. Because they find Jake hella entertaining, man. Jake always want to act like a fool. You got your trousers down your ankles. You know, you're twerking on a table. These people are just using the phones that they've gone to your country, pilfer the materials, and then they take pictures of you, right? And then they make more money off you through YouTube, you know, and basically making mockery of you. And he's chilled back somewhere. And these two damn devils, Ernesto and Kirsty Bertarelli, pharmaceuticals. So what's that? Pharmaceuticals. They're bugging out Jake and then selling pharmaceuticals back to Jake. Right. So we're spoiled to these people. Look at them, all Edomites, 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 Edomites. You have some Elamites in there. Edomite. Well, he's an Edomite. Edomite. Well, he might be an Elamite. The Duke of Westminster, right? No, it sounds like a Edomite. But basically, look at these people, man. Oh, kind of, not one Jake in there. Now, in Ghana, even though a lot of them were Jakes, there was an Edomite who was the second richest, quote unquote, in the country, right? There's not one rich Jake in the UK or USA. In the USA, not one Jake in the top 100. In the UK, not one Jake in the top 20. But in Jamaica, you have the richest person there is a JOO, and then they literally there was most of the rich people top five easily. You know, only the third richest Jamaican was a Jake, quote unquote, right? But yeah, like these people are basically taking Jake for a spell. When you really look at how these people have amassed their wealth, they've amassed it by going to the societies and countries where mostly Jakes are and these other people, right? They dig up the resources in the ground and they exploit these people. Even these rich, quote unquote Jakes or so-called black men in Ghana that have all this money, they have it because they're tapped in with these Edomites. It's not because they've actually set up situations for themselves. Even in Ghana, there was Kwame Nkrumah. When he was in power, he basically created like a little infrastructure plan, right, where he sent all these Jakes to come to Europe to learn about engineering, medical things, and then return back to Ghana and then build it back up. And then he got assassinated, and they put damn near Rawlins in charge. And he was basically an Edomite, man. I think his family goes back to Edomites, right? And he basically overthrew him. So these people really they know what they're doing, man. And our people love these people because they're respecter of persons. It says here, for there is no respect of persons with other one, for as many as have sinned without law shall also perish without law, and as many have sinned in the law shall be judged by the law. For not the hearers of the law are just before other one, but the doers of the law shall be justified. They're not doers of the law, man. They exploit every people that they come across, man. These people be feeding you pork, eating pork themselves, and Jake respects that because Jake respects money. Jake is a damn fool, man. It says a definition of respect of person: one whose behavior toward people is influenced by their social status, prestige, etc. Now, we know through the spirit that all these rich people are a bunch of damn devils, man. I don't respect any damn one of them. And if brothers are in the right mind, neither will brothers. You're not gonna sit there and say we should be we should sing kumbaya with these people and then let them walk up. Who's gonna pay for this? Who's gonna pay for exploiting Jake for the last 500,000 years that they've been, raking Jake over the coals, making your great grandmother wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning to go pick cotton so that they can sit up in their mansions, and you gotta go work your little shitty 9 to 5 job in fucking Walmart or Asda or Tesco, and you just want to forget about the fact that this is done, and in your mind this is righteous. You're a respecter of persons, man. The law don't respect that, man. The law treats everybody equally. If the Lord is gonna jack up Jake the way he's done, he's sure as hell gonna jack up these people, and they damn deserve it. Just seeing these Edomites piss me off, man. I mean, damn, not being carnal, but I want a damn mansion, but through the Spirit. We're doing the work, Lord willing. I'm gonna make me a little Edomite chair. I'm gonna make a Edomite like bend down. You know what I mean? He gonna be on all fours. I'm gonna have one Edomite standing up. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna sit my ass on them, and I'm gonna rest my foot on another Edomite. I'm gonna crack monkey nuts, and I'm gonna dash it at their head. You know, Lord willing, we're part of that number, so we can meditate terror on these people, because that's pretty much what they've been doing to us. They've been seeking to exploit our people, and unless the law comes back, they plan on doing this perpetually, man. Yeah, so Lord willing that this video is edifying. All praises to the Most High. Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elders and apostles of Jerusalem who rule well, and likewise for other elders who rule well. Shalom.